This is Tony Robbins. Talked about Tony tons of times on this show. One of my personal heroes, someone who really helped me when I was 14 to now. I keep coming back for the last really 10, 12, 15 years. So some of the best points he went over, that our brains are 2 million years old. And they're not all designed to make us happy. They're not designed to make us really fall in love. They're designed to keep us alive and make us survive. Tony Robbins says that the reason we're suffering, the reason we're depressed, the reason we're fill in the blank is because we're focused on ourselves. That's a great statement right there. Because you can think back in your life, even if we're focused on, oh, my kids aren't going to be enough, it's still about you. Your kids aren't going to be enough because you want to look good. You want to be a successful parent that raises successful kids. So suffering comes from a me focus, an us focus. Suffering comes from 3 words: loss, less, and never. Afraid of losing something. Suffering comes from that, right? That's what Buddhist texts tell us, that suffering is desires and attachments. Less, comparing, keeping up with the Joneses, right? Oh, he's got a new Mazda, so if I want a new Mazda, I'll be as good. Or he's got the new camera, or whatever degree this goes on. That's a big one. And never, it's never going to happen for me. That's the doom and gloom. Things are never going to change. I'm never going to find love. I'm never going to get in shape. Insert your blank there. The suffering comes from those 3 things. And ultimately, that's all coming back to us. Another point Tony gives that I love and we'll end it on is that if we are suffering, if we are in that state of where we're lost, less, never, don't try and solve a problem in that state. Okay? That's a very doom and gloom place to be. You'll only see problems. So what I tell people, when you go into your journal right here, never journal in a state of where you're feeling sad, down, depressed, because I can tell you what you're going to write in that journal, what you're going to write on that piece of paper right there isn't going to be too pretty. It's going to go down the rabbit hole of that path you're on, doom and gloom, loss, less, never. So what you got to do first is you got to get in a good state. You got to feel positive, do something to move, take a cold shower. It's a great way to do it. Take a sauna, go on a run, do jumping jacks, jump on a trampoline, something that gets you in a peak state or a positive state. Then start going into the problem solving. State first, then the story you're telling yourself, then the strategy. So with the state, we went over that. You got to feel good to have good answers. If you feel like shit, you're going to get shit answers. All right. Then it's the story you're telling yourself. Think about a time you just got broken up with, or you just broke up with someone even. You might be in that loss, less, or never state, right? It sucks. It hurts. It's terrible. And if you try and solve in that state, what are you going to have? I'll never find love again, or they were perfect, or I lost them, or I have less than my friends who are in successful relationships. Why aren't I in one? Why not me? So that state's terrible. Don't solve a problem in there. What if, on the other end, you were in a peak state and you just went on a killer date, you just went on, you found someone you really hit it off? You're going to come up with different stories, different strategies down the road because your state's totally different. You can't solve a problem with the same thinking that created it.